I think there's something perverse about the way Europe thinks about anti-Semitism. And the way Europeans tend to think about anti-Semitism is it's something that started in 1933 and ended in 1945, and it constituted the Nazi and Nazi ally killing of Jews at that time. And nothing else in the world, nothing else is worth recognizing as anti-Semitism. Now, I had a discussion with a Spanish diplomat, and I was there with somebody else, and she's talking about her family history and about how her family was from Spain at some point. She's Jewish, but said, of course, they left Spain in the 15th century. And the Spanish diplomat asked why. And she was astonished. She said, "The Inquisition, sir," right? Which all the Jews were expelled from Spain in the 15th century. By the way, it was not legal to open up a public Jewish institution in Spain until the late 20th century, which is a shocking thing, but somehow or another doesn't register in the general European conception of what anti-Semitism is. Anti-Semitism has been around Europe for hundreds, thousands of years. It's very difficult to think of a European country where Jews were not killed or expelled or discriminated against. And one would think, one would hope that Europeans would have enough self-consciousness about this history to be reticent to fund actors in the Middle East that kill and expel and discriminate against Jews. But somehow or another, this doesn't sink in. And the reason it doesn't sink in, I think, is because there's a European reluctance to recognize anti-Semitism anywhere outside of this framework from 1933 to 1945 on the European continent. Everything else is not anti-Semitism. The Holocaust is so horrible that it dwarfs everything else, which is true, and therefore nothing else exists, which is horrifying.